Alright, hey guys, my name is Johnny James. I posted in the AMA subreddit. I told you I've been living in my car for like 2 months now. Ask me anything. And let me just tell you, I got some really good questions. So yeah, I'm gonna answer all of them. There wasn't really too many, but that's okay. I really enjoyed doing this. I just wanted to do something different. Actually show you guys instead of just writing it, making it a little bit more personal. Just, you know, I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. So, first I just wanted to show you my old ride here, old Carol. This is my 94 Corolla, and she's been nice to me. No, so I usually just fall asleep right here, right in my front seat. It's really not that bad. I got my computer, some snacks right there. Don't pay attention to these cigarettes. Don't smoke. The back seat is filled with pretty much everything that I want on hand. I got my cooler in here. It's just filled with Monsters pretty much. My backpack, my extra shoes there. Pillow and blanket comes in handy. And some camera stuff. I'm not a photographer, but I really love taking pictures and doing videos like this. So anyway, but all the action, baby, is right here in the trunk. Bam! This is just all my dirty clothes, clean clothes, stuff that I need. I keep a bathroom bag because I do take showers. I take showers every day. Every single day. Yeah, every day. It's not a big car at all, but honestly, it's good. It's really not that bad. So let's just, so that's it. This is exactly where I'm living, where I've been living the past 2 months. In my car, my little 94 Corolla. So let's answer some of these questions, get right into it. What are your goals? Man. This one I still think about a lot. What are my goals? I guess my long-term goal is to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and be happy. Like, just do what I love to do every single day. My goal is to finally do what I love for the rest of my life. That's my main goal. A short-term goal is, well, I guess it was to design t-shirts and get them sold in some stores. I started a t-shirt company in the beginning of 2018. And let me just say really quick, I'm not telling you this because I'm trying to promote it. I'm not telling you this because I want you to buy something. Like, I'm not even going to tell you what it's called because that's not why I'm doing this. I'm just sharing my story and, you know, my life. And I really like doing this kind of thing. So yeah, I started a t-shirt company in 2018. And it was just because, you know, like I said about monotony, getting stuck in the same routine, I had to do something different. So I started designing t-shirts and I started going really hard at it, trying to get them sold in some local stores. And then I met a local store owner who does her own t-shirts and does printing. So I met her and we worked out a deal that I help her screen print for free. So that's my second job. And she would let me use all of her equipment to do my own shirts. So that's what I'm doing now. That's current. And I did get a couple of my shirts sold in some local stores. Not just hers, but another place as well. So I can already see myself starting to lose interest in it because that's what I do, honestly. I set these short-term goals, and once I feel like I've accomplished them, I lose interest and I move on to something new. And I can already see that happening with this YouTube channel. making videos. I really love cinematography and photography, and I really want to try to succeed in that. But yeah, the main goal is to always do what I love to do without life getting in the way. Because you know, it's like that saying, like, life happens when you're busy making other plans. Like, that's just one way I do not want to live, is just stuck somewhere doing something that I hate, that I absolutely hate. And that's a big part of why I'm living in my car, because it pretty much forces me to see the world and travel and do different things. So that's a little bit about me and my goals. I'll always be like a free spirit, and I'll always be doing the things that I want to do no matter what. And I think that's a good thing, you know. People, you know, hear that I'm living in my car and might think that it's a bad thing, or that I'm hardcore struggling, but I love the struggle. It's what motivates me. I love the climb and the pursuit to get what you want. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately is the pursuit of happiness. I feel like I've been pursuing happiness, trying so hard to be happy, that it's like somehow avoiding me, and I just can't seem to reach it. But something that I realized is that it's not about the pursuit of happiness. If you go looking for happiness and you try so hard to be happy and thinking, maybe if I do this and work really hard for that, then it'll finally make me happy. That's not it for me, because the truth is, the pursuit is happiness. For me personally, it's not about the pursuit of happiness, because I'm only happy in the pursuit of doing what I love. Like, that's why I moved thousands of miles away from everything that I knew. That's why I started living in my car. It's the struggle. It's what motivates me, and yeah, the pursuit is happiness. The pursuit is happiness. I know that just got pretty deep, but next question. Finn745. He asks 2 questions. Have you ever been harassed by the police while sleeping in your car? That's an easy answer. The answer is no. Next question. No, I'm just kidding. The answer is no, but it's funny, I do have a story for that. I usually there's been multiple times where I've fallen asleep at the library here. I live in a very small town, like population's like 200 people, almost 300 people. So there's only a gas station, like 2 small restaurants, a couple motels, and a library. And multiple times I've fallen asleep at that library. And one time I fell asleep at the library, and I didn't wake up until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm talking the librarian was there. There were people inside of the library reading, doing whatever you do inside of a library. Nobody came up and knocked on my window to wake me up. Nobody called the cops on me. Nobody said a word. And I was obviously sleeping there because I had my pillow, my blanket was over me, so I was obviously sleeping there. Still, nobody called the cops. Nobody said anything. And the funny thing is, too, one of my bad habits is I leave my car on, and then I fall asleep. And that time I did it, and when I woke up, my car was completely dead. So I couldn't move, and the library was open and running. There were people in there. It was really awkward, kind of embarrassing, but I ended up getting out of there. So yeah, still, never been harassed by the police for living in my car. He also asked, do you think there's anything that society or policymakers could do to help a person in your situation? So for me, this is all completely 100% my choice. I know there's so many people out there who are living in poverty, who don't have a choice, and who have to do worse things than what I am doing. So I feel like I cannot speak on this situation because I am not one of those people. I have 2 jobs, and this is all just completely a choice for me. I appreciate the questions though. Next question is from E. Dobbs. E. Dobbs. Got you. Oh no, L. Dobbs. Sorry. Where do you park your car, especially overnight? I park my car in random places usually. I like to come here a lot where I'm at now because it's a beautiful spot to come and relax. It's very open. I have my own privacy. There's a house like down there and over there. Here, I'll show you. Look how secluded I am. This is like the perfect spot for me. 360 all the way around, just completely in the middle of nowhere. So I like coming down here a lot. So I usually sleep here, or like I said before, I would fall asleep at the library, which I kind of stopped doing for obvious reasons. And it's pretty much just wherever I can. I'm really kind of careless with it, even though I shouldn't be. So yeah, usually it's just, I try to do it out in the middle of nowhere. So El Dobbs also asks, where do you shower? I know this is a big question. A lot of people honestly ask me, and it's an easy question. I don't. Next question. No, I'm just kidding. I do shower. I pretty much shower every day. Usually it's in the sink of the bathroom of where I work. And, you know, I have a bathroom bag that has all my stuff in it. And guys, I have a loofah. I mean, come on. A loofah, man. One good thing about living in a small town is I live up north, pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And there's a state park down the road. And they have showers there. So that's what I usually do too if I have time. But if not, sink of the bathroom of where I work, which is a smoke shack, and I smoke fish a lot. And trust me, I do need showers. How much money do you reckon you're saving by not renting a place? Good question. That's pretty much why I am doing this. I guess this answers your next question too, which is why do you live in your car? By choice? And the answer to that is yes. And the whole reason why I'm doing this is to save up money. And plus, I kind of have a problem with monotony, with getting too comfortable. And yeah, really appreciate it, L. Dobbs. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Next question. Now this is one of those, so good, perfect. This is one of those classic Reddit questions, which I am all for. I love them. Thanks for the question. And that's, do you have a poop jar? Pooping in a jar. Poop in a bucket, bro. Think I just keep jars full of poop? I have a poop bucket, buddy. Okay? I'm not an animal. Seriously though, no, I don't have a poop jar. Next question is by Slowbotic. That's an awesome name. And the questions are, how did this become your living situation? Honestly, one day I woke up and I said, screw the man. And I started living in my car. Next question. Kidding. I started doing this because I have a huge problem with monotony and being stuck in the same routine. I saw that I was getting really behind on my bills, and I just said, screw it. I'm just gonna live in my car. I used to live in a very small motel room, probably the size of your bathroom. That's an exaggeration, but it was very small. But the problem wasn't with the small space, you know? It was how much I was paying for the small space, which was like almost $600 a month. And I just said, screw it. I'm just going to live in my car for a while. I'm going to save up all that money. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's why I'm doing it. It's not because I got kicked out or that I cannot afford a place, but yeah, it's just, I can't stand monotony and just being stuck in the same routine every single day and not doing anything different. That's the main reason. I mean, that's how I got to northern Michigan in the first place. Real quick, I'll just tell you this. About 2 years ago, I was living in Arizona with my mom and my stepdad, and I was just getting really depressed. I was screwing up my life, making horrible decisions, and I just wasn't happy. So one day I just decided I'm gonna leave. So I packed up a bag, hopped on a bus, and I moved to the other side of the country. From big city Phoenix, Arizona to a very small town in northern Michigan called Boyne Falls, and that's where I'm at now. Population is like 292. It's very small. Once I see that I'm getting comfortable in the same routine day in and day out, I always let it build up until I do something too big. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit about my story. And when I got to northern Michigan, I literally had nothing. Like, my wallet had gotten stolen in Kalamazoo. My bags had been lost on the bus. It was horrible. I literally had the clothes I was wearing, and that's it. Maybe I'll tell that story sometime. What city or region are you in? I live in a very small town in northern Michigan called Boyne Falls. Population is like 292. And yeah, I live in Michigan. Thanks for the question. How do you feel about horror movies by Slobotic? Good question. Solid question. I'd give it a rating of a 4 out of 10. I do like horror movies. They're not my favorite, but I enjoy them on occasion. I don't like watching them at night when I'm sitting in the middle of field in the middle of nowhere, but one of my all-time favorites, a classic for me, is House of a Thousand Corpses by Rob Zombie. It's a good film, kind of, if you like death. What's my favorite kind of cheese? And you know, the funny thing about this question is, I shit you not, right before I read that comment, I was gonna reply, because right before I was in that Ask Me Anything thread where the person was asking people on Instagram what their favorite kind of cheese was, or something like that, and I like read a lot of it, and then I read that comment, so I just thought it was funny. But favorite kind of cheese, I'm not a cheese connoisseur, but like, I'm not fancy with my cheese, even though, like, I want to get to know more cheeses. But I guess for now, I don't know. I put a lot of provolone on my Subway sandwiches. Alright, so that's all the questions. There wasn't really a lot, but that's alright. I still really enjoyed doing this. I really appreciate everyone who asked a question. I hope I answered your questions thoroughly. And I hope you got to see how I've been living, a little bit of who I am, and got to know me a little bit. I just wanted to try something different with this video thing. I hope whoever asked the questions actually saw this video. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate you watching. It means more than you know. It would really mean the world to me if you subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'm really gonna go hard at it. It's what I love to do. I love making videos. I love cinematography, so it's the next thing I'm going to pursue. I promise you, I'm going to do whatever it takes to do what I love, to succeed at my goals. So that's why I moved thousands of miles away from my home. That's why I started living in my car. And yeah, that's about it. I just hope you guys have a good day, a good night, good morning, whenever you're watching this. And most of all, I hope you guys are honestly, to the core, I hope you're happy. And actually happy, not just, I'm alright. I'm not sad, but I'm not happy. You know, I just feel like life is too short for all that, and it's too short to not do something that you love. Really appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. Peace out. Alright, so I'm just sitting here starting to edit the video, and I get another question. I just wanted to answer it really quick because it's pretty funny. Fun Dad asked, have you ever fallen asleep while parked and woken up in the driver's seat thinking you were crashing the car? Oh man, that's funny. But no, I have never done that. But that reminds me of that one movie where the guy gets really drunk and his friends prank him by putting him in the car and then pushing the car in a circle to make it look like they were crashing, and they wake him up. And oh man, what movie was that? Oh, I gotta try to find it. I'll put it in here. But that's a funny question. But no, Fun Dad. I have never done that yet. I'm still waiting for it to happen, maybe. But thanks for the question. Appreciate it. Alright, back to editing.